What's up guys, welcome back to the Run with J channel. So today we're going to be reviewing the Adidas Adizero Takumi Sen 8. So many people have said this is the new fastest racing flat out there. So we're going to check it out compared to last year's model and to see if that is true. So if you are new to this channel, welcome. Please hit that like and subscribe button as well as the bell for notifications. And to all the returning subscribers, thank you so much for your contribution and support. So let's get this review started. So first, let's talk about the specs of the shoe. This shoe was released in December of 2021. Price is $180, so not too bad in my opinion compared to other shoes on the market. And this shoe weighs at about 6.5 ounces for 8.5, so super light shoe. I could definitely feel it even when holding the box. Compared to last year, it's maybe a tad bit more heavier. The offset of the shoe is 6 millimeters, so you have 33 in the heel and 27 in the forefoot. So last year, the stack height was about 9, so you had 25.5 in the heel and 16.5 in the forefoot. So definitely the big difference is because of the extra foam that Adidas has added onto this year's version. You can see compared to last year's, the stack height is much higher this year compared to last year. So Adidas really has changed the shoe from the ground up and threw away the TK7, which they seem to be doing every year, and really created a dynamic and very nice shoe with the Light Strike Pro foam. So the components that make up the shoe is this very thin mesh upper on here, very breathable with the rubber Adidas logo stripe that you've seen in pretty much all of the Adizero shoes. Looks very similar. The mesh upper is so light, so you basically can feel your fingers from both sides if you're pinching it. You have rubber reinforcements in the front, and then the tongue is pretty much sewed in with the upper, so there's not much room to move it around, but I guess it could be good so your tongue doesn't go down or up, as some people have when putting on shoes. There's a tons of lace loops on the top to customize your fit, really. So first time putting on the shoe, I had to keep tying it up because it would keep coming loose, but once I customized it and really locked down my foot, I didn't have any issues and it fit great. In the back of the shoe, there's a tiny bit of padding in the Achilles area, but really nothing. And then there's a really thin heel collar, I guess, in the back that kind of holds the shoe in place. I'm surprised with all this thin material and that the shoe is still pretty good in terms of stability and holding your foot in. So that's definitely a great job by Adidas. In the bottom, you have the midsole, the Light Strike Pro foam, which is all the magic happens. This foam is really growing on me. I really like it. It is definitely got nice cushion and also energy return similar to like the ZoomX foam. And I think Adidas finally has, found the foam for them after trying the regular Light Strike, which I didn't really like that much, and also Boost, which I didn't care for as well. And then you have energy rods in between the shoe that gives you great energy return and flexibility. And for this shoe, you definitely get a lot of that with the carved out foam areas in some parts of the shoe. So the shoe is quick, fast, and also very flexible. And on the bottom of the shoe, you have the Continental rubber, which is very standard for pretty much all Adidas shoes right now. It's, in my opinion, my favorite outsole in any shoe on the market. Never had any issues with grip with the Continental rubber. Even in snowy or wet conditions, the shoe, was good, and I didn't have any issues with cornering. Everything felt perfect. You just have regular rubber strips on the side as well as the bottom of the shoe, and the rest will be exposed foam. So fit wise, I went true to size at 8.5 and didn't have any issues. There was ample toe room in the front for your toes to move, and also my foot was very locked down once I customized the laces, so I didn't have any issues with that. Even while running, there was great lockdown, and especially with cornering, this shoe is pretty magical. I did not feel any sort of instability while cornering, even in wet conditions, so that's definitely a plus. So there's ample room for people, that are worried about room in the toes. I'm just surprised with such thin upper mesh that I was able to hold my feet in, but it definitely does that. Then you have the insole that you're not able to remove. That's, I guess, glued in as well. So this seems like the little baby brother of the Adios Pro 2 marathon racing shoe, where they've taken a lot of foam out in order to save weight. They took out the heel plate as well. and it really stripped down the upper to make it super minimal for short distance racing or just fast runs. So even with all those adjustments, I think they've hit a great balance between flexibility, weight, energy return, and just support. So I think this shoe just hits the nail on the head with everything, and is definitely a super comfortable and fast shoe to run in, and I definitely will be using this for a lot of runs in the future. Probably the only thing I can say that I might dislike about the shoe is just maybe there's just too many laces for my liking. I kind of like my shoe to be simple, but I guess Adidas used this method in order for people to customize your fit to make it perfect, so you can really adjust the tension throughout the entire upper of the shoe to make it fit your foot. Getting into the shoe is a little bit difficult, but once it's in, your feet's really locked in. The little thin heel counter in the back, really supports the shoe, makes it what it is. So if you might have a hard time getting in the shoe, but nothing really, affects your performance or anything. You still will go fast in this shoe, and it's still very comfortable and very stable in my opinion compared to other shoes or even the Adios Pro 2 in my. So first run in the shoe, right off the bat, this shoe just feels so light. Feels like I'm running in the Adios Pro 2 in terms of comfort and support, but I'm not. It's definitely a little bit quicker, gives it a little bit more bite and edge in this shoe compared to the Adios Pro 2, where you get that cushion, and this shoe just makes you want to go fast. It might not be the best for slower paces, but once you pick up the pace, the shoe really takes off, and the cornering on this shoe is just so impressive. Even in wet conditions or even in snow, I did not have any issues with slipping or cornering. The Continental rubber along with the design just holds your foot in even through all sorts of turns, so that's definitely a plus for me. So I've been really impressed with Adidas lately in the shoes that they've come out with, and this shoe is no exception. Just amazing how Adidas, they're able to come out with the shoe that just has the perfect amount of foam, the right amount of stiffness and responsiveness, and also snappiness in the energy rods and comfort as well, all in one with just great grip and upper lockdown. So definitely a top tier shoe, and they are really pretty much neck and neck, if not surpassing Nike shoe development, and they've come a really long way compared to just even a couple years ago when everyone was catching up to Nike. So I've yet to see the Nike Streak Fly come out, so I'll definitely have to compare that shoe to this one, as it's touted as another super fast racing flats for shorter distance races as well, so I'll have to check it out. So if you're in the market for a racing flat, I'd highly recommend checking out the Takumi Sen 8. This shoe is just incredibly light, responsiveness, quick, snappy, has great traction, and has very customizable lockdown on the upper for me. Pretty much checks all the boxes that you might want in a running shoe, with a very stripped down version upper here compared to some of the other shoes, just to save weight, but that doesn't really hinder the shoe at all. This is a multi-purpose shoe, so you could use it for short distance races or even tempo runs, or just in any regular run as well. I see myself picking this shoe up just for a regular run, just because I feel like it's just fun to run in this shoe. So definitely a great option for short distance racing flat. So if you're in the market for one, be sure to check out the Takumi Sen 8. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do have the shoe already, I would love to hear your feedback about it. Do you think this is the fastest shoe out there now? Or are you waiting for the Streak Fly to come out to compare? Or you think Adidas did a great job with the shoe in general? So let me hear what you guys think about it. If you guys have any other comments, feedback, or questions, feel free to leave them down below. So hope you guys are all doing great and your training's going well, and I'll talk to you guys on the next run.